Tracy.
I am Tracy too.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Thank you,
Nice
same
to
here.
meet you. Would you like me to call you Tracy or
Tracy. Tracy's fine.
Okay, that sounds great.
Okay.
And as I explained on the phone, this is going to be your initial evaluation.
All right.
Okay, so I'll be asking you a lot of questions, and you'll probably see me jotting down some things, and that way I'm just doing that so I won't forget anything to help me with to remember the things I need to talk about to help you for your therapy. Does that sound okay with you?
Yes.
Okay, good. And also, I need to let you know about confidentiality. Everything that we talk about here is just going to be between you and I. No one else will know about it. No one else will know any of your information. So, do you have any questions about that? Are you okay with that?
Okay, I'm okay with that.
Okay, great. So I looked at your paperwork and it gave me a little bit about what you have going on with you. But just so I can get a better understanding, so I'd like to hear from you. So can you tell me what brings you here today?
Well, I just haven't been very happy lately, and I think I've taken on too much responsibility, or it's getting to where I'm neglecting myself by helping or feeding and clothing and bathing or taking care of my ex-husband, who's very old. The way he's 74 now, but he's getting to where he can't get around very well, and it's affecting me a lot because he needs a lot of attention and a lot of care, and it takes him a lot of time from myself that I need to be taking care of me too.
Okay.
So that's sort of like cause some depression and anger. I want him to be able to do more for himself, and I need to learn how to say no or come up with a solution where maybe something can help him and give me some relief, rather than me just walking out on him or trying to get him into a facility somewhere, at a nursing home or something.
Okay.
So I want him to try to be as happy as he can too, but it's wearing me down.
Right.
So, I don't know, maybe we'll have to go somewhere, but it's just a lot on my head right now, Yeah, I'm just sad a lot from what he needs from me, and I can't provide for him anymore like I have been. That's what psychologically it's an overload.
I understand. I see to where that could be very difficult for you. So as I understand you correctly, you said that you've been sad, like you've been depressed, and it's because of having to care for your husband.
Yes,
It's your ex-husband, having to care for him, and it's really taking a lot out of you. It's just where you're neglecting yourself as well. Am I correct with that?
Yeah. And I think I could be enabling him, because when I'm not home at work, I come home and I see all this like dishes in the sink, and I know he's gotten up and fixed him something, but when I see him walk at home, it's like a really sad thing. He can barely walk. It's like a baby. He's like a baby all over again. Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm sorry that you have to know. I understand that.
yeah, I know he can do some things for himself, but if I'm there, he's looking for me to do it all, and I can't. I mean, I get angry and I tell him I can't do it, but I'm just saying, I'm not just trying to put everything on him or like he's the problem, but he's part of the problem, because I know I can say no or find some means where he can help himself more, because I can't do it. I can't do it like I have been. Because he's getting worse and it's requiring more time and more effort.
Right, I understand. I see where that would be exhausting for you. I'm sorry you have to go through that. So, by you coming to therapy, what are you expecting to achieve in this therapy?
Maybe something where I don't have to dwell on the situation at home or him. Something I can do for myself to lift myself up and get me back the way that, where I'm happy. I'm happy, and, I just want to get back to being happier,
Okay.
in my head, you know, that's it. I like to feel more happy more.
Let me ask you, now, do you have any support in a support team, like a daughter or?
My daughter, she's there sometimes, she's in school and she works, so she helped me sometime when I ice her, but I know she don't want to get used to doing that, you know, she don't want to be much involved, you know, but I prefer not even ice her for, she support me, she support me being happy, she helps him when I ice her, but for her to be responsible, I don't even want to depend on her doing things or being there. You know, I don't want to depend on her. If she wants to do it, that's fine. But I'd rather not put that in her life, you know.
Right. Do you have anyone else that you could?
No.
You have no one else? Okay.
Nobody to volunteer their time. I know people who probably come do it for, you know, a few dollars. I mean, who get paid? I know somebody who probably come and help, but they don't want to get paid. So.
Right. Okay. All right. So you said you have a daughter, but you wouldn't want to. You don't want to like include her in.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to depend on her to be there for him. If she want to, that's fine. She's there for him sometimes, but I'm saying, well, can you be here every Tuesday at 2 o'clock to give him a shower and make him something to eat? I don't want to put that on her. I don't want to depend on her because she's young and she got a life already going on.
Okay. All right. So we are going to set some goals for you. With setting these goals, before we go any further, we are going to try what we call cognitive behavior therapy, CBT. Have you ever heard of that?
No, I've heard of cognitive thinking.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty much
the
the same thing. Cognitive behavior therapy is which tells us our thoughts influence our feelings and our emotions. And if we can make little small changes in our behavior of thinking, then that's what the cognitive therapy is, that automatic negative thinking. And with the cognitive behavior therapy, it shows us how to turn that around. So as you said, with your ex-husband that you're having with his care, the first thing when you talk about it, what is the first feeling that you have? How does that make you feel when you start talking about it? When you start talking about it, what's the first feeling that you have? How does it make you feel when you start talking about it?
Angry.
Exhausted. And exhausted.
It's like my mental state just start backing up or going backward or something. Things start getting all twisted in my head. And I believe my temperature rises. My body temperature. I mean, my body just started to go into some type of mode. And it don't feel good.
Right. And with the cognitive behavior therapy, that's when we're going to help you with that automatic thought of, so you won't feel angry, you won't feel exhausted. You're going to try to, when you realize when you have to go and care for your ex-husband, it won't be your immediate thought of you're angry or you're frustrated. And we want to reroute that to a positive instead of a negative. So to help you cope with that. Okay? So we're going to work towards some goals, so we can start by, identifying ways to start having you to work on that. Start telling yourself some of the goals you can have is when you come to your next meeting, some things you can start doing on your trip home. As you said that when you're going home, you start getting those feelings. Well, you can start playing some soft music that you like, or start saying some nice things or speaking positive things instead of having that feeling of I'm angry or I'm already exhausted.
Yes.
Okay. And when you start feeling that way, or when it's time for you to go home, you can start writing yourself some notes. You can write some things down and say, okay, I'm feeling like this, but I want to make those feelings, we're going to turn those feelings around to something positive instead of something negative. does that sound to you?
Great, great.
Think that's something that we could, you could do?
Yes.
Okay. And then we're gonna try to figure out ways to where we can see about getting you some help with your ex-husband. You know, and instead of you thinking, you know, you're having to do it all yourself, then we can find ways to where you won't have to do it, and it won't seem so exhausting for you, and that you'll be able to have more calm and peaceful thoughts instead of being, you know, stressed. How does that sound for you?
Sounds like something to help.
So
It would probably work.
Okay. So we're talking about the cognitive behavior therapy. What is your initial impressions? Does all of this sound, you know?
Hopeful. Hopeful.
Okay, great. Do you have anything else that you would like to cover, or anything else with it that we could work towards?
I guess just more healthier, positive type thinking process. I mean,
Okay.
you hit it on the head when you say cognitive, because I state, you know, it's like I have standards for myself, and many times I find myself below my standards, my thought processes, you know, my heart, you know, it's become something like a negative thing now. You know, I used to enjoy helping him or doing things, what I do, but it's just, I'm not just as happy as I normally am, and I want to get that back up.
And we will get that back. That's why you come to the right place.
Okay.
So we are going to work on those. You're going to start to where you would say we was not. We're going to start saying that we are. And we're going to start thinking more positive, writing down positive things, listening to music, and able to, because you want to get out of that automatic negative thinking.
Yes, yes.
So, do you think that's something you can do? Just start writing down your thoughts or your feelings when you start having those negative feelings. Is that something you could do?
I try. Yes, I do it. I've done something similar before, I believe.
Okay, great. So at your next meeting, then we will go more into some of the cognitive therapy. Some more, we'll have some activities or things that we can do. We're gonna start working more towards it. Okay?
All right.
That sounds good?
Yes.
Well, I thank you so much for coming.
Sure. Yeah. Thank you.
All right, and I will see you next week.
Okay, so I just start the day and from time to time just jot some things down on a piece of paper.
Yes, ma'am. And
Okay.
we will revisit that when you come back for next week for you.
And you evaluate, huh?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I feel a little better.
Good. Well, thank you. I'm glad you do. And we will see you next week.
Okay, thank you for your time.
All
Thank
right.
you for your time, Teresa.
Bye.
Bye-bye.